You're checking out the best in local rock. It's Homegrown on I95.
It's the home of rock and roll, I-95. Neil Headley along doing the Homegrown show tonight. Thanks for tuning in for this abbreviated version as we take a bit of a break from the Labor Day 500. We're working our way toward the top 100 songs, and we'll get back to that starting at about 11 o'clock tonight. But in the meantime, I wanted to get on a couple of tracks for you from an album that I first learned about yesterday. We were doing the fundraiser over at the Danbury Fair Mall. By the way, 16,400 and change yesterday in the mall, bringing our total take so far to an estimated $44,000 for the Red Cross. So thank you very much to everybody who helped out with that so far. But while I was there, somebody brought me an album. They put it down in front of me, and they said, this album's by a friend of mine, and it's really, really good. You should play it. And you know what? No matter who does the album, no matter what genre it's in, I normally take stuff like that, frankly, with a grain of salt. Because someone's not going to walk up and say, hey, this album's by a friend of mine, and it really, really stinks. So, you know, I always accept the records and am grateful to get all the stuff that we possibly can. By the way, if you have a band, we'll tell you how to get your material on the Homegrown show in just a little while. But, you know, we went and I listened through this record because in the span of that afternoon, no fewer than 6 people came up and pointed to the album while it was on the table and said, hey, that's Nick's band. I know that guy, or I know those guys, or I've heard of them, or I've got the album and I love it, blah, blah, blah. So I thought, wow, this sounds pretty serious. We better go listen to this. And one of the things that we've noticed lately about the whole genre of Christian music and Christian rock and roll, there's a bunch of people doing it that you might not have expected it coming from. For example, Lou Gramm from Foreigner. His next project is going to be a Christian rock CD. And from what he told us when he was on the morning show a few weeks back, it rocks just as hard, if not harder, than anything he's ever done in his career. You know, take Hot Blooded or Feels Like the First Time or any of those tracks, and it's just as heavy as those were, just the subject matter a little different, a little more mature, some might say, but definitely different. Mike Del Giudice, who you know from Big Shot, he's the lead singer of Big Shot, but also has some unbelievably good solo material. And for a long time, Mike was a performer on the Christian music scene, and still continues every once in a while to do that sort of stuff. And the CD that was presented to me on Saturday by a band called EastGate. And as we do with so many records that we get, we're just going to give you the first couple of tracks off the album. And if the whole idea of listening to music with a sort of religious theme or what have you in it is a little off-putting at first, I'm going to ask you to trust me on this one. The other thing about these first 2 tracks on the record is that if you are new to the whole arena of gospel music or Christian rock and roll or what have you, these are certainly the 2 most palatable to a mainstream audience. So we'll get them on for you here. I mean, if you're just learning about that whole genre of music, here's one for you. Check out David Meese and We Are the Reason, probably one of the greatest Christian music tracks ever performed. But I digress. I mean, this is just a great record. It's really well produced. The band is from Ridgefield, and really, really well done. After we're done the first song, I'll tell you where you can get a hold of the album or where you can find out more information about it. But thanks to Nick for some extra information about the CD, and we'll pass all of this on to you as we get through the show here. But this first track from EastGate is called Rescue Me. It's the title cut from their album at the home of rock and roll, I-95. You're listening to Homegrown tonight. Thanks for checking us out.
Winds of the flow, head will be burned, 'cause you came and you rescued me. You rescued me. Come at me in one way, but in 7 ways they flee, 'cause you came and you rescued me. You rescued me. Winds of love blow, rain from above, showers of heaven come and rescue me. Well lit up like water, deep within my soul. It overflows my photos, Lord, and rescues me. When my soul's distressed and I'm longing for a friend, and I reach the bitter end, I start calling on your name again, and you come to rescue me, and you come come and rescue me. Well lit up like water, deep within my soul. It overflows my photos, Lord, and rescues me. It rescues me.
I think that song brings the number of times I've steered you wrong to exactly 0. That is Rescue Me from EastGate at the home of rock and roll I95, the title cut from their album. If you want to get a hold of the record, to my knowledge, no real serious distribution on this yet. However, to get more info on it, let me give you a phone number, and I'll give it to you again at the end of the next track. But the phone number you can call for more info about this band is area code 203. It's in Ridgefield, 203-431-2997, and that'll get you through to Nick from New Song Productions, 203-431-2997. And cool track, definitely a cool track. And we got another one that we're going to get to in a second here called One Thing. And, you know, once again, like I said, interesting for us to be playing Christian rock and roll here on the Homegrown Show. But it pops up in places where, you know, first time I ever told anybody that there's a great song out there by Van Morrison called Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? You. And it was in that movie that George Clooney and Michelle Pfeiffer were in together, One Fine Day. It's in that movie, and it's the best. Rod Stewart's covered it, but Rod Stewart's cover's just awful. Because part of what Rod Stewart did is Rod Stewart made it a love song. The Van Morrison version, if you actually listen through and read through and check in and do some research on the song, you'll find out that Van Morrison's version of Have I Told You Lately That I Love You is actually a Christian ballad. And when a lot of people find that out, they're like, oh, it's almost like they're disappointed, you know? But we're going to get on another track here from the Eastgate album. This one is called One Thing, second of two that we're going to get on tonight from Rescue Me. At the home of rock and roll, I-95, you're listening tonight to an abbreviated version of the Homegrown Show.
One thing I long for. One thing I desire. To dwell in your temple courts all of my days, to behold the beauty and wonder of your grace. One thing I long for. One thing I desire. To dwell in your temple courts all of my days, to behold the beauty and wonder of your grace. Let the heavens touch the earth below. Every person, every nation on the earth. Let your spirit like a river flow, like a river to the sea, out into the hearts of men. Once again. Brings down mountains, lifts valleys to their place. It overflows like fountains, washing over this place. Let the heavens touch the earth below. Every person, every nation on the earth. Sea. Let the heavens touch the earth below. Every person, every nation on the earth. Let your spirit like a river flow, like a river to the sea, out into the hearts of men. Once again. temple courts all of my days to behold the beauty and wonder of your grace. Let the heavens touch the earth below and be passing every nation on the earth. Let your spirit like a river flow, like a river to the sea. Let the heavens touch the earth below and be passing every nation on the earth. Let your spirit like a river flow, like a river to the sea, out into the hearts of men. Once again, once again, oh, once again, once again.
Band's called EastGate. The song is Rescue Me at the home of rock and roll, I-95. Neil Headley along doing an abbreviated version of Homegrown tonight. Again, if you want to find out about that album or where to get it or where the band's playing or any of that kind of stuff, you can call this number, 203-431-2997. 203-431-2997. And talk to Nick Bariluk from the band. Just a great record. Thanks a lot to the person who dropped me off the CD at the mall. I unfortunately didn't get your name, but it's a terrific CD, and it's going to stay in the car. Thanks for being part of the Homegrown Show tonight. We are going to return you to the Labor Day 500 countdown, but we got time probably for about one more song.